Vegas Pro 17, a quick tutorial sort of video on pan and crop of a picture. Same works for a video, but it's a still picture, and I'm panning and cropping, zooming on one section first and then panning down to the next part and making it in motion. Here's a sample. So we took this picture right here and we're gonna do this with it. Are you ready? Pan and crop. And then hold. So we drug the picture onto, actually right to the timeline, and we put it right here. And then we hit crop. This is event pan and crop. And we hit crop, and this is what we start out with. Now, that's the whole picture. What I do is I size this. I'll show you. There it is. See how we move that? See it move it right here? You just move it to the size you want, and we're going to undo that. And it goes back to where it was. And then we want that to hold so people can read it. So we're going to put a little dot, which is a keyframe, I believe they call it. Anyhow, my stroke can't remember, but I added one about 2 seconds in. And I added that, actually, I was supposed to add that first, but what I did was I put where I want the video at the end by accident. And so as you can see, let's go to the end of the video. There it is right there at the end. Now we're down here, and of course, watch, we can do this up and down, and you see what it does there, up and down. And we'll leave it, and of course we'll go back because I don't want to change that. But I added that, so I said, oh shoot. And I went like this then and hit copy. And then I put my cursor where I wanted it and then hit paste. And then it fixed my error. So what it allowed it to do, instead of panning all the way from the 0 second all the way to about 8 seconds, it made it hold still and then begin the pan at second 2 to second 8. So this is the end result right here. So we're holding still, and then we're panning. 2 second hold and then 8 second pan. And then a hold, which I don't know how long I want to do. But that is with Vegas Pro, panning and cropping. And you can actually, if you want to move, let's just try something here. I'll show you a little extra. All right. If you want to move this around about where it is, in other words, there are pillars, they call them, black lines. Now, I can add this down here, a background. You see the background kind of barely there. It adds that background, but I don't want to do that because it looks ugly. It'd rather look better black. So I put the background gone. But there's pillars there. So if you want to move the pillars, you can do this. See how you move that like that? And what it does is this, back and forth. But you see how it's cutting it off? You can actually move the whole frame like this and position it over. So that end is like that. Now how do you get it over here? Well, you just extend this like this. And you can do this with any picture, of course. See that extending right there? It extends it on the end. I'm moving it back and forth, moving it back and forth. And then you can tighten it even more by moving it down, up and down, see? Up and down. And this way, you can zoom in a picture or a video, and you can move it about the pillars. Moving it about the pillars. And you can move it the other way by zooming it over here. Like that. Zoom it over here. Go back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, you move the pillars around. And then you can move this side. It'll move it the opposite way. Like that. And you can do all kinds of neat things with it. But we actually don't want to do that. I want it back where I am, so I got to hit. But you can see how you can move there's a giant F and see it. And of course you can drag this like this to get it bigger and zoom this in and out so you can see more or less of it. And so on and so forth. And you can even rotate. See that rotate? Watch. Rotate. Rotate it. Yeehaw. Have a lot of fun. Turn it upside down. Anyway, that's all. That's Vegas Pro. A little hint on panning and cropping. See ya.